Hey folks, I haven't done a video on the Moorish American movement for a while, so I'm going to do one. I got this from Van Balen's channel and kind of edited up my own way. This guy is so smart and knows so much about Moroccan law, he gets two of his cars towed from a parking lot at the same time. Guy's a legal genius, obviously. He should be on my legal team, but I can't afford him. Anyway, let's watch this knucklehead.
Conveyance, not her motor vehicle. This is a conveyance under color of law. Right? Okay. We're going to challenge the court's jurisdiction.
Absolutely.
And they're going to dismiss it for lack of jurisdiction, like all of
your
the
party
other
or anyone that you're with here
We're trying to peacefully resolve this to avoid lawsuits.
I don't know. You have to ask them.
Okay.
They're not in my party. We're all
to the Commonwealth Constitution.
standing as individuals.
That gentleman standing there with the fez on and the Boy Scout uniform looking thing, apparently he's the consul general of the Moorish Moroccan embassy or something like that, and he's explaining to this nice officer here how he's going to have all his cases dismissed because of the Treaty of Morocco. That's what's going on here.
For the United States of North America.
You interpret that document to mean that this is a vessel. I interpret that document based on being a maritime major, that related to the ports of call when the Moroccan government decided to do international travel because they wanted to make sure that anytime they pulled into port, they would not be violated and they would be able to...
Well, that's amazing. He happened to run into a cop who completely understands what the Moroccan treaty was all about, and she's feeding it to him, and now he's going to start making up stuff to try to discredit what she's saying. She knows exactly what's going on.
The Kingdom of Morocco, which was founded in 1956, because this treaty is 1836. This is the empire.
How about the Emperor of Morocco?
A treaty of peace and friendship between the United States of North America and the Empire of Morocco. The kingdom is subordinate to the empire. You're in the empire. Yeah, this is why they call New York the Empire State. That's where the emperor sat. A lot of people don't know that history. Your higher ups may do. It doesn't matter. Law doesn't change.
Yeah, okay, I'll buy that. They call New York State the Empire State because that's where the King of Morocco resided. Okay.
Okay, that's your interpretation of the treaty.
They're not talking about.
You're gonna break my hatch.
And also we still have
and
stuff.
Plus,
in
I need.
I was just trying to just look at
Yeah, but I'm saying you do.
Okay, but it's one in the front.
This one in the
I think these are actually the real Moors. They have the tallest hats I've ever seen. Or fezzes, I guess they call them fezzes. But man, them thing is big. They must be the real deal.
It's one in the front. It's one in the front. Don't know how to operate it, just ask.
Yeah, so a lot of police departments and sheriff departments, not most, but a lot, get it confused when they think Morocco, they think over there in this northwestern continent of Africa.
Wow, would you look at this? I just happen to have a current map of Morocco, which is just northwest of Algeria. It's up above, north of Mauritania, and down below Spain. So it's not anywhere near the United States. I don't know why you keep saying that. It still exists to this day, as far as I know, unless that's changed recently. So there's a map. Anybody can find one.
No, Morocco's here and it extends over there. That's an empire, all right? I'm not trying to give you a history lesson. I'm just saying that when you read this treaty without the understanding of the history of it, that like when our forefathers allowed your forefathers to do business on this land and it was sanctioned, a Republican form of government, not the state of Massachusetts, but the Massachusetts Commonwealth Republic. That was the sanction and form of government under Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution for the United States of North America. For you all to come within our dominions because you broke off from King George of Great Britain, who was enslaving the colonies.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I sure am glad them Moorish Americans allowed us Europeans to come over here and settle down We surely do appreciate it. I don't remember hearing about it in any of the history books or anything I've read since or anything I've seen online, except for these guys with made-up paperwork. They like to sell their people that are absolutely useless in a court of law.
So you all came under the jurisdiction in 1787. From 1784 to 1787, under the Emperor of Morocco, not the king.
It became a U.S. in 1776. We've had enough history
No,
lessons.
that's
A U.S.
This land is never
Okay.
U.S.
Okay.
That's birthright. You're trying to steal our birthright by saying
I'm not trying to steal anything, sir. I really am.
Yeah, I'm just saying
not.
that when you say that,
I'm
that's-
telling you
this
right
land is
now.
not- this
I'm
is
telling you
Morocco.
right now. Okay. That this is the United States of America.
the land.
This is the United States of America. Its borders are the United States of America and North
It is
America.
not.
The land.
Absolutely.
Okay.
America.
We're indigenous, aboriginal.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't want to disrespect.
And I'm
just saying
really
that's
trying to not.
disrespectful to us to
I'm
say
not.
that this is the United States of America. No, the
Are
jurisdiction.
you saying that this is not the United States of America?
Absolutely. This is Morocco. We're
Okay.
indigenous, all of us. Look,
I kind of wonder where all the celebrities are because they don't like cultural appropriation. They don't like people pretending that they're indigenous, aboriginal people, which takes away from the validity of the Native Americans who are actually here when we came over to this country. They are the natives, not these clowns. But you don't hear anybody speaking up about that.
yeah,
Interjection.
look just like the land.
Interjection.
Indigenous
Who's in
and
the superior?
aboriginal.
Okay, so now
That's
this
an insult
becomes,
to us.
and no insult to his meant. Okay, I'm letting you know right now. I work for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Okay, who we are within its borders, as far as I know. Your claim to this being part of the Moroccan Empire, I guess, will be settled in U.S. Supreme Court.
No, absolutely.
Supreme
It'll
Court,
be
no.
settled-
No,
It's being
I'm
settled
not
here.
going to settle it.
I know. It's being
Okay.
settled here. I'm going to settle it. It's going to be
Okay.
being settled here.
Okay.
And it's also being settled in other cases. We just showed you. That's stare decisis.
You've
That is an absolute lie. That has never been settled in court anywhere that this is Morocco and not the United States. He's full of crap. He's trying to sell his little package to his ignorant followers.
It's already been
You
decided.
showed me affidavits, sir.
I showed you orders.
No.
No, they were bonded by affidavit. I showed you orders.
You requested the order in the affidavit. All
You
right.
showed me where the request
Okay.
is? No.
Hang on one second.
Respectfully.
I respectfully, I'm trying.
No request here.
Let's get this over with. We have the information.
Look. Okay. This is
Who
order
was it signed
by
by?
me.
Well, it appears his affidavit, not a court order, was signed by him. He must be the judge magistrate in the Empire of Morocco.
Okay.
Look, no. it was
He
signed
is the
by me.
consul general.
Consul General
Let me.
Judicial Office.
Okay. Where? Do you have a barcode? No.
Why do you need a barcode? What do you need a barcode for?
That's the British
Yeah, we don't-
accreditation registry.
No, yeah,
No, we don't need that. That's
No.
British accreditation registry.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't practice law.
Well,
we enforce law.
I only enforce the laws, the
Oh,
statutes,
she's not
and the
competent.
case law that is issued by the courts, the
She's not
Commonwealth, and the
competent.
legislative branch. That's where
You're-
my
That's
jurisdiction.
legislation. You can't legislate our rights.
And no, I said in the cases and the cases implemented by our judiciary and the legislation.
So
and any
you
executive.
know what case law is used for? To settle. So if it's already been decided in one
Right,
case.
but that's used in a court of law. We're not in a court of law right now. We're out here in the back parking lot.
I deserve good things. I am entitled to my share of happiness. I refuse to beat myself up. I am an attractive person. I am fun to be with.
You
That's
don't have
not a court of
courts.
law neither.
Okay.
They don't. They
That's-
weren't delegated judicial powers to under Article 361 of the Act.
We need
Okay.
to tow
I
the
don't-
car, all right? Thank you.
That's grand theft. Listen. Oh, thank you. Come on. You have a card?
They're trying to do the
I
same
do
with my
not have a
conveyance.
card on me, but I am in charge of
Now?
the State Police Barracks in Medford, right here, right
This
across the
district?
street. Yep, yep,
You got a card over there?
I do. Yep. I do. If you come in after this whole thing is over, I'll give you a card.
And once this thing is over, because you always do a traffic case, right? With the ticket, y'all gonna issue. You already
Yeah,
issued her a ticket?
there'll be a summons for her to appear. Yep.
She's gonna appear in writing. You know that's. And she's gonna do a special appearance. Nah, I ain't gonna tell you all that.
Okay.
I'm say it in writing.
All right.
They're trying to do the same thing with my conveyance.
Oh, they challenging you too?
Yeah, they want to tow my vehicle.
Okay.
So,
Well, we got enough fun. That's grand theft.
Okay, a little recap from what I understand so far. They're at a courthouse, because somebody's going to court today in a court where they don't have to go because they're their own country and they don't recognize United States law, but yet they're there at a courthouse to go to court. 2 people are now getting their cars towed. I don't know exactly why. I'm assuming it's because they have their Moorish state, or I don't know. They're fake plates and they're fake paperwork. I have no idea. But 2 cars are now being towed from the parking lot of a court that they don't have any jurisdiction over these guys. Okay, does that make any sense? It doesn't make any sense to me.
come over there.
Came out here to.
I need more ways to come over there when I'm getting myself in the car.
All right.
Because they all surrounded.
Okay. Hey,
This is what they intended to do.
Well, I sure hope for these guys that Morocco has Uber service. I don't know if they have Uber service in Morocco. Let's hope so anyway.
Ma'am, do you have everything that you need?
No,
out of the vehicle?
I mean, I now have to figure out where I'm going to put it. So now that you are trying to tell someone else,
You can secure it in the vehicle, and it'll stay. The inventory, it'll stay in the tow yard.
but I don't want you to eat my food, and I don't want it to spoil. So, yeah, but I'd like to eat it, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be some.
Then I would take my.
Well, I'm trying to take everything I need.
Wow, it's really too bad that they're not in America. They could call DoorDash and get food delivered to them right there in the parking lot if they wanted to. They could call Uber. Maybe Uber could pick you up some food and bring it to you when they give you a ride back to your castle. I don't know. You might want to check into that.
it's upsetting. You gotta understand where we're coming from.
I
That's
understand.
upsetting. We traveled a long way.
Can I ask you a question?
If it's some of the same questions that he's already
Yeah,
gone
just
through.
don't, bro. We just gotta do it
We've
in
already gone
their
through it.
venue and our venue. That's fine. That's fine. We'll put the call out and everything will be fine. You have to
I don't think
understand.
that's fair because we travel, right to travel everywhere, and for you guys to do that in the parking lot, that's not cool.
Hey, bro, they did it peacefully though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It could have went a whole nother way. So we're gonna keep the peace. Listen, this is also an article I would like for you to see, man. This is Article 24, which is what we're doing here. If any differences shall arise by either party infringing on any of the articles of this treaty, peace and harmony shall remain notwithstanding in the fullest force until a friendly application shall be made for an arrangement.
This is peaceful.
Well, no, I know.
Yeah.
I was just saying that's what
Yeah,
we're doing.
yeah,
That's what we're doing here.
exactly,
So
exactly.
we're keeping the peace. You understand? But
understand.
it's frustrating. It's frustrating. The things that
Both of us
people-
are frustrated right now.
why you're getting paid for this.
Yeah,
You're getting
I
paid
am.
for this.
I am getting paid for
So
this. I would assume
there's no injured party.
as a representative of the consulate, you are getting paid for this.
Yeah, there's no. We're getting violated from this. There's no injured party. If she's violated, I'm violated. All of us are violated. If
And all our
there
conveniences
is
are
no-
private trust. That means anybody violate our trust.
And if there is no warrant, which is authority to search or seize, then you can't operate outside of that.
Look at how his drones are just staring at him, hanging off every word, like everything he says is absolute law. It's terrifying how these guys can get into somebody's head. It's like the Jim Jones of Moors. Weird.
Realm of law by your decision or by arbitrary or by color of law, because that's what color of law is. That means there's no injured party. There's no affidavit. There's no one claiming to be the plaintiff, which is the one who makes the complaint. Not state of
To operate a
Massachusetts.
vehicle in Massachusetts, you have to have
You're
a
saying,
license.
I heard that narrative.
Okay.
However, the plaintiff is going to be state of Massachusetts, or
Yep.
Commonwealth of Massachusetts. That means no one has the right to face their accuser. Who's the accuser? Who's going to get on the stand and say, I swear to tell you the
Who
truth?
write you the
No.
citation?
No one is
corpus
going to come
delicti.
up there in their individual capacity. You all are going up in your corporate capacity. So liability won't reach you in that corporate capacity. because no one is standing to take liability to be the injured party. If there's a case, controversy, there's supposed to be an injured party, either by contract or by criminality.
Okay, I've got my own theory of who the injured party here is. The injured party is this guy. He's injuring himself. These people do damage to themselves every time they open their mouth or try to push off some frivolous lawsuit or claim some ridiculous country that doesn't exist over here. And the victim of the crime is the person doing all the talking. They're just burying themselves deeper and deeper. So there is a victim to the crime.
All right, there is no criminal activity here. We're traveling and we're peaceful. However, I don't want to sound redundant.
Yeah, I don't think you're traveling right now because they're taking both of your vehicles. You'll be traveling in the back seat of an Uber.
Because you may have heard this before, but I'm one of the ones that ride around with stare decisis, meaning other cases that I've assisted Moorish Americans with enforcing the Constitution and treaty, not local law or state law.
Yet you've never shown a case where you've won anything ever in the history of the world. You have never won a case.
So Article 4, it states the right of the people.
We've gone through this, okay?
Your policy is
the federal government is also putting jurisdictions in state law government to enforce their own constitution.
That was under the Articles of the Federation of 1817 and 18.
They are, and they're our law. So under 9010, you need to be licensed in the state of Massachusetts.
Yeah, but
or
we don't.
State.
That's if we have a contract with you all. We're not contracted with you all, so we don't have to abide by that. You're not sovereign over here.
Then that's your defense mechanism. But right now, we have to do and that is
criminality. I know you already explained that.
Okay.
Well, at least this guy and his crew are being pretty peaceful here. They're not starting any trouble. They're not creating any violence or anything like that. And that's been known to happen in these situations with these particular kinds of people claiming foreign status or some nonsense. Anyway.
Of course, he's not going to accept it. I mean, whatever you want to do with it. No. We need this. Anything they say can and will be used against them. Sir, yeah, we need this. This will be made into an exhibit. Watch.
Okay, ma'am, the tow truck is going to be here in just a few minutes. We're going to as soon as he gets his conveyance and brings it.
Yeah, we're waiting for the conveyance.
Oh, okay.
Thank you again for your patience.
Can I get a couple witnesses to come get you my car?
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm sick of listening to this guy. Let's get right down to the business end of this transaction going on here in a court that they're not bound to getting their cars hooked up.
My green bag too.
What you got, sir? You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm my backpack.
Okay.
How can you get my car? You didn't give me. Can you get my bag too? My green bag. I get my stuff in the back seat. It's really important.
You want that? Medical stuff?
Medical stuff. It's the right there.
Step down, back to the door.
Hold on.
Well, that was the entire video, except for the parts I cut out and sped up. Anyway, yeah, they're sporting their fake badges and their paramilitary-looking uniforms that they like to wear for intimidation purposes. Look at me, I'm dangerous. I'm armed and dangerous. It's ridiculous. Anyway, someday this thing hopefully will come to a complete end. But it hasn't happened yet. Let's hope it does in the future. These people are ridiculous. They filed dozens and dozens and dozens of frivolous lawsuits, useless paperwork, and people are cracking down on that now. Courts are cracking down on frivolous paperwork. It's called vexatious litigation, something like that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Go check out Van Balian. That's where I got this video. He's always got some new, interesting stuff. Anyway, bye.